Don't forget when we discuss about adjustable life, I said knowing the opposite sex better, discover the weakness. When you identify the weakness of the opposite sex you are moving with, then you adjust. After the adjustable life, we go for coping strategy. Coping strategy says, after you may have knowing the weakness of the opposite sex you are moving with, then you learn to adjust. When you learn to adjust, it is from there you begin to cope. After the adjustable life, then you learn how to cope with such a person. When you want to, how do you cope with such a person? You look into what you can do, then there will be no problem. There are times you just decide to keep quiet. There are times when the opposite sex may have done something that's very terrible. Instead of you to start crying, shouting on each other, you just keep quiet. You are not talking. Because, like I used to say, anything has to do with your act or what you say when you are angry. 95% is from the devil. Let me say, it is the devil at work. May I say that anything you are doing, devil put it in you, is using you to manifest it. So, coping strategy says, after you may have learned to adjust, then you cope. How can we cope? You cope by seeing everything you can do to make sure that the relationship is continued. Not that such a person does not have a weakness. Not that the person does not have a deficiency. But with that deficiency, you learn how to manage that opposite sex, then you begin to mend. You mend, then you cope. While you are trying to do that work, it may require so many things anyway. Sometimes you don't even talk. Sometimes you see what you need to do to make the opposite sex happy. You just decide to do it. It may not be necessary for you to do it, but you want to make it, you want to make the relationship a very wonderful one. You want to see what you can do to cope with the opposite sex. So you may just decide to say, okay, let me go and do this one. In order to, let me do it. So to make life easy for both of you, that is what we call coping strategy. You are coping with the relationship despite the fact that such an opposite sex has a deficiency, and you are trying as much as possible to adjust, then you are coping. There will be no problem. Not that there's no traces of a deficiency there. You are trying to mend that deficiency, to put it in order, put things in order so that things can go well, so that you can create a peace atmosphere and things begin to go well. Let me stop here today. Bye for now.